Okay, so before we start, I've got a question. What was the first game that you ever remember playing? Now, let me ask you a second question about that game. Now you have that game in your mind. What is your opinion of that game now? Is it still your favorite game? Do you see the flaws in it? Was it a bad game? Was it a good game? I don't know. You'll have to let me know in the comments if you want to. But the first game I ever played that I at least remember playing was Sonic the Hedgehog 2006 for the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. This was my favorite game growing up. I loved it. I adored it. When I like first started looking on YouTube and all that, watching videos of it, I was so confused when I saw all these videos hating it. I couldn't believe it. To me, this was the greatest game ever. How on earth did anyone hate it? And for years and years, I'd keep on going. I'd keep on saying, no, Sonic 06 is a really good game. I don't know what your issue is. I never had these glitches. And truth be told, at that time, I didn't. I thought it was a phenomenal game. It was the game that got me into my favorite series. It was the game that got me into playing video games in general. I adored it. And I just couldn't believe how people were saying, oh, it's one of the worst games ever. A glitchy nightmare. For years and years, I had my copium, denying all the criticism. And recently, I borrowed my friend's 360, and I had to see for myself, was this game really that bad? And it was at the perfect time, because Sonic 06 randomly got relisted on the Xbox 360 store a couple weeks ago, out of the blue. It was put up for like what, €5, maybe less actually. It was like a really low price. It was cheap as all hell. So I went over to his house, bought it on his 360, let him play it for a little bit, then asked if I could borrow it. He said yeah, and so I sat down and I played it, and I played it, and I played it. All four stories I had to see, was it as good as I remember? And it was. It was. It was just as good as I remembered it being. At least, that's what I thought. Because it's a weird thing. When I was playing it, I thought, no, this is a good game. This is a fun game. I enjoy this. I love this. And then, I don't know. I just had a little feeling back in my mind. This is good, but it could be so much better. And then I just started looking at all these videos. I was looking at what happened for Sonic 06, where I explained like all the development history. I just kept looking at old Johnny versus videos of it, like Charlie 5, everything wrong with it, Sonic 06, like all these other videos, just to try to figure out what did they see that I didn't. Was it like, was it because I grew up with this game that I liked it? Was it because I don't know. I just couldn't figure it out. Why did I like this, but they didn't? Is it just a different taste? I don't know. Probably. But, so I was content. I thought, okay, Sonic 06 is still a good game to me. This is still one of my personal favorites in the entire franchise. I still love this. And when I was doing my ranking video, I won't lie, it was very close to being put in the A, maybe even the S tier. Which is why I said, actually, I'm not going to put this in the video. Because I was going to make this video. And this video was going to be completely different. Because this video was going to be completely defending 06. Why I loved it. But in the time between my ranking video and me recording this as of right now, things have changed. And I'm very conflicted. So, one day I was just on YouTube, and on my YouTube recommended page, there was a video from a channel I had never seen before. And it was about Project 06, a remake created by Chaos X 2006 of Sonic 06. And I remember like, oh yeah, I tried this out a couple months ago when I first got my laptop. Oh yeah, I remember this. This was good. So I watched this video, and it was him speedrunning it, and it was his how do you beat Project 06 starting with nothing, where he was like doing his run to get all the gems from the purple all the way to the rainbow gem. And I was like, wow, this looks so fun. I never knew the gems were in PO6. Instead, I just booted up PO6 and I started playing. I got all the gems, and I just got hooked. And I started trying to speedrun it. I just keep replaying it over and over and over and over, and I'm having so much fun with it. But then I thought, something's weird. Because I just played the original 06, like, 2 weeks ago. But yet, it's the same game. Technically. But it feels so different. It feels so different. Because with PO6, I have so much control. There's like all the scripted bits that are in the retail version. I I had complete control. It was just like, what? This is so weird. In so the other day, I was like, okay, I want to test this real quick. I just want to see a difference. So I texted my friend and I informed him that when I was playing 06, I had finished his save file, which was an actual thing that I did, by the way. It was a complete accident. I didn't realize by the time as soon as I finished Sonic Spray, I was like, oh shit, I played it on his save file. Oh well, too late, it's mine now. So I said to him, I'll start up a new save file, and I'll get him back to Radical Train, which is where he was at before I, finish his entire run. And then I sat down, booted up a 360, a smile on my face, was ready to go like, okay, I'm ready to blaze through this game. I feel like I know it a lot better now, because I've learned all these routes in PO6. I can use my knowledge of that, transfer over to regular 06. I could try speedrun. I could try go for an S rank. And when I got into Wave Ocean, I realized something's weird. Something's wrong. This isn't right. I had barely any control. Like, I couldn't spin dash without coming to a complete halt. The slide kick is the same button as a spin dash. And you have little to no momentum outside the scripted bits. It was so weird. It was so wrong. Because in PO6, I can use a Sonic Adventure 1 like spin dash. I can use a Sonic Adventure 1 like homing attack. I can mash the shit out of it. It will work immediately. But regular 06, he does one homing attack. I can English today. And he does this whole animation of him doing a flip in the air before he goes into his second one. It's so slow. It's so wrong. It's so weird. I couldn't get over it. How? This is the same game I just played 2 weeks ago. What happened? Because on Twitter, one of my friends, Shay, Phantom Blades, or is it Dead Phantom now? Dead Phantom underscore, I think that's what it is now. And he had also recently replayed 06, and he had a more negative opinion than I did, and I was like, what? Really? We just played the same game, did we not? What? How do you give a worse experience? And clearly I had just so much nostalgia glasses on. It was the copium, it was insane. But playing PO6 really opened my eyes to the flaws of the original version of Sonic 06. I just can't believe it. It's just so weird. And I thought, okay, this isn't it's not great, but it's not the worst until the mock speed session happened, and that's when I completely changed everything. My opinion the whole time was this is a good game. This is a fun game. This is an enjoyable game for me personally. And then the mock speed session, I lost all control. It, there is nothing more scarier in a Sonic game than trying to push a button in a Retail 06 mock speed section. You genuinely can't do anything without it just fucking throwing you into space. You jump once, you lose all midair control. You are just going in a straight line. You can't bounce on top of the swap bots. So like in the one bit when there's like the cave like bit, but you have to go in the ramp to get up to it. You can't turn your jump midway through to change direction. You can't bounce on top of the swap bots that are all in front of it. No, you just take damage. It's just it's just so wrong. It's like the mock speed sessions in PO6 are so fun. Like, genuinely, they're class. I love them. But this is horrendous. How did I enjoy this? Is nostalgia really this big for me? Like, I never thought I was someone who was like easily swayed by nostalgia, but I guess I was. Like, PO6 really opened my eyes to the flaws of a game that I knew always had them. Like, obviously, I was aware of 06's flaws. Obviously, I didn't have that big of nostalgia glasses. But, like, at the time, I didn't experience any game-breaking glitches for the most part, besides, I don't know, Knuckles and, like, Flame Core, like, refusing to get off the wall. But, like, I don't know. It was never that big of a deal. But now it's just... This isn't a game I ever want to replay, and that genuinely makes me upset, considering how I've spent the last decade and a half. Okay, I've literally been defending it since I was 1 year old. Decade and a quarter? Sure, we'll go with that. The last decade and a quarter trying to defend this game, and it's just... I finally understand the hatred, and it upsets me. But there is genuine stuff in the retail version I do like. So I don't want this to be completely, oh, Sonic 06 is a bad game, thanks for watching. No, okay, you know that, obviously. It doesn't take a genius to figure that one out. So I'll talk about the stuff I like about the game now. I probably should have opened up with this, truth be told. But it kind of has taken me 13 minutes to actually get into the bits I like. I've just been a negative Nancy this whole time, but whatever, it's fine. So, the bits I like. I do genuinely like the story. A lot. Like, yes, there's flaws, obviously, the entire Elise stuff, but I don't know, I always liked it. I always thought there is potential here. I thought, you know, I thought Mephiles was a really good villain. Truthfully, I really like Mephiles. He's one of my favorite antagonists. I really like Silver's characterization in this game. Blaze, pretty cool to see, but I wish he did more than just show up and die. But I don't know, like, Sonic's story is easily the weakest of the three, by far. I think Shadow's characterization in this game is pure perfection. This is exactly how I would want a post-Adventure 2 Shadow to be written. But I don't know. I thought it was a solid story. I like the concept of Solaris. I just never liked the ending. Tribute to Low is the one thing I never liked about this game. I always thought the ending was really bad, but besides for that, I like it. I thought it was a solid story for a Sonic game. I thought it was alright. And let's see, the music, the soundtrack. Oh my god, it has such bangers. White Ocean, White Acropolis, His World, I Am All of Me, Dreams of Absolution, Dusty Desert, Aquatic Bite, literally the entire soundtrack, Crisis City, Flame Court, everything in this is phenomenal. Solaris Phase 2, oh that shit injected into my veins. But it's a Sonic game, of course, soundtrack's good. Um, let's see. I I like the um Jesus Christ, how am I suddenly forgetting what I like about this game? It's been one of my favorites for over a decade. Um I like the CGI cutscenes. Like I really like the opening one where like sure like the first half isn't the greatest, but I like as soon as Sonic shows up in it, I just thought, "Oh, this is a phenomenal thing." It's like I really like the way they animated Sonic in it. Um, let's see. Um, I feel like they should have had supersonically playable levels. Just like PO6 does with the Rainbow Gem. I feel like that's a thing that should have been in the game, but obviously there was a lot of time constraints and all that that caused them to have to cut so much of it. But I feel like I'm at the point where I'm just starting to ramble, and this video is getting longer and longer for no particular reason. So I'm just going to end it off with I don't hate this game. I never will. But recently, the flaws of what's been one of my favorite games has been opened up to me. And I feel like it's probably a good thing, so I don't just have nostalgia glasses on, copium 24/7. But what I do want to say is PO6, Project 06, is a genuine masterpiece of a game. I feel like it has the perfect controls for a 3D Sonic game, and I'm very confident in saying that. Like, I would truthfully, if I were to get somebody into the series now that isn't true to movies, if it was like true to games, I would honestly say play PO6 because it has the perfect 3D Sonic control scheme. I'm so confident in that. It's just like a really fun game to speedrun. Like, once you get into it, you get hooked. Like, as soon as you get the gems, it's it's very hard to resist temptation of speedrunning. And I think that's a good thing. Because it's a really fun game. And speedrunning really adds to its lifespan. Like, I feel like there's a lot of stuff that you can do with PO6. It's not even fully developed yet. They still have to add the silver story, the bosses, all that. So I am really looking forward to the future of the project. It's looking fantastic. I'm a big supporter of PO6. Very excited for its future. But yeah, I'm just going to end this here. Thank you very much for listening. If you made it all the way through, I'm shocked. Really, I spent like what, half this video talking about, oh, I love this game, but you know, it's not that good, really. But yeah, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, drop a like, comment down below, subscribe if you're brand new to the channel. Don't forget to turn on post notifications. What are your thoughts on Sonic 06? Please leave in the comments below. I'd like to hear. Maybe we could start a discussion. Who knows? Okay, thanks very much. Goodbye.